Well, this is an awkward place to start the episode. I thought I could walk forward this far without Bianca talking to me, but no, this is how we're starting the episode. What is up, my Squirtleites? It is I, your king, welcoming you back to more Let's Play Pokemon White. In the last episode, we received our very first Pokemon, a Snivy that I have since named Arthur. And we are going to be proceeding into Route 1 today, learning how to catch Pokemon. Levi, it's this way, says Bianca. Bianca says if we're starting a journey together, she wants us to all take our first step at the same time. Hey, Levi, let's all take our first step on Route 1 together. All right, here we go. 1, 2, and 3. Oh, I wonder what will happen. Isn't this so exciting? It sure is. Come on, the professor's waiting. Professor Juniper, I'm sorry to have kept you waiting. Now that everyone's here, I'll explain. The Pokédex's pages update automatically whenever you meet a Pokemon. Moreover, it's set up so that you can obtain even more information when you catch a Pokemon. To make this clear, I'm going to demonstrate how to do so. And into the grass she goes. So we obviously, this really isn't a thing that needs explaining, but you kind of can't skip this when you begin. But this is actually a perfect opportunity for me to cut away here, and I am going to be talking about the 2 Pokemon that can be caught on this route that we have not encountered thus far. I'm going to be doing this on every route when we come to it, and new Pokemon that we have never seen before, or at least have never been able to catch before, become obtainable. So let's start with the 2 that you can get here, Lillipup and Patrat. Lillipup is a pure normal type that evolves into Herdeer at level 16 and again into Stoutland at level 32. This may seem like your pretty standard early game normal type comparable to something like the Rattata line in Generation 1. However, this line actually packs quite a punch and is a very solid addition into your team at any time. Obviously, the biggest drawback is that it's a pure normal type, which kills type synergies and doesn't really function as a strength or a weakness per se in any team composition. But its decently high attack stat and balance stats across the board everywhere else, except for special attack, make it a great workhorse, physical-focused team member. That said, you really are going to be stuck in the realm of simply normal type moves and the odd dark type move with this Pokemon. Its wheelhouse really isn't anywhere else, so it's just going to get the job done against any type that isn't Steel, Rock, Ghost, or Fighting, and that's pretty much it. Its signature move is Giga Impact, so that's cool, but again, it plays into what I've been saying before. You're getting a pure normal type that does normal type things with this line, and that's all. Patrat is also a pure normal type that evolves into Watchog at level 20, and this is the line that is probably more comparable to the Rattata line. If you're looking for an HM specialist for this generation, this is about as good as you're going to get, but don't expect the same level of production as something like Bidoof or Zigzagoon in past games. While it does have a serviceable attack and speed stat, its defenses are so laughable that it's more or less a glass cannon without the cannon part. And with a final signature move like Slam of all things, it's a pretty good indicator of all this Pokemon is going to give you. It's good for throwing Flash, Rock Smash, and Cut onto before dumping it into your PC forever. And otherwise, I really can't see a reason you'd ever incorporate one of these onto your team. And while you guys were away, Juniper managed to catch herself a Patrat, and now we're good. All right. Did you see that just now? Here's how it goes, step by step. First, reduce the Pokemon's HP. Pokemon that still have all of their energy are difficult to catch. If you can, use your Pokemon's moves to make the Pokemon you want to catch fall asleep or paralyze it. And to wrap this up in the best way, I have a gift for you. Some Pokeballs. And I believe she gives us 5, which is more than enough. Pokeballs are used for catching Pokemon and for carrying the Pokemon you catch. I'm going on ahead. I'll be waiting for you in Accumula Town. She forgot to say that Pokemon jump out at you in the tall grass. Heading to Accumula Town too. I think I'll go too. I'm looking forward to the next town so I can go shopping for more Pokeballs. But did she just give you 5, Bianca? My goodness. Wait a minute. Hey, listen, Levi, Charon, I thought of something fun. But we need to get going. I'd imagine the professor's waiting too. Would you just listen a sec? Seriously. Why don't we see who can catch the most Pokemon? The person carrying the most Pokemon, including the one received from Professor Juniper, is the winner. Huh. Actually, that sounds interesting. It will fill up Pokédex pages, so I'm sure it'll please the professor too. Okay then, until we reach Accumula Town, take care of healing your Pokemon at your own house. Me and Oshawott will do the best for sure. So off they go, and we will follow along with. Let's head on out into the grass and see what we can find. So my goal here is to try to catch one of each of the Pokemon that can be found on this route, and the first of those is Lillipup. So let's go and get about catching this thing. I do also want to battle a couple of Pokemon because I would like to get Arthur some additional experience as we go. So we'll do some damage here, catch this one, and then I think if I encounter any more Lillipup, I'll just fight them. I'm not going to bother showing the entire fights, though, because I think that would be a little bit pointless. We can get one more tackle in. If it's a crit, oh well, but I'm not really going to beat myself up over it. I just want to have one of each by the time we get to the end. So let's throw that Pokeball, and this should be a surefire catch for such a low-level Pokemon. And then we can worry about catching Patrat after the fact. Obviously, I don't have any potions, so I'm going to need to run back to the house if I want to heal. So we'll just keep moving around until we get a Patrat. There is another item we can get on this route, and we'll discuss that in a moment. But for right now, Lillipop. There we go. Long hair around its face provides an amazing radar that lets it sense subtle changes in its surroundings. And I am not going to be giving a nickname to this one because I am mostly catching this one as a formality. This is not actually going to be a proper member of my team. So I'll see you all in just a moment after I've caught myself a Patrat. Ah, here you are. So in the process of looking for this Patrat, I ran into a couple of level 2 Lillipup, just took them down, and that was able to push Arthur up to level 7, which allowed him to learn this move, Vine Whip. Vine Whip has a base power of 35. The most important thing about it is that it has the same type attack bonus, making it slightly stronger than Tackle, but also giving it that type effectiveness that Tackle is unable to get. So, man, glad that we got that on Arthur, but I do want to mention that between the two of these, Patrat is going to be the more important one for the simple fact that HM still exists in this game. I'm so glad that they started to do away with these in later games, but they're still kind of a thing now. They're still a bit of a nuisance, and Patrat is capable of learning a couple of early ones as well as a TM that's going to be really important as well. Also not going to get a nickname. Let's continue. So, I want to actually talk to this lady up here. Make sure that you do this on pretty much every starter route. There is a person, it's not always a lady, but there's always a person that is willing to give you a bit of a sample. When Pokemon's HP decreases while you're on the road, it can be a big problem, so I'll give you this and put it in your bag's medicine case. And we get our obligatory starter potion. Now, in almost every Pokemon game up to this point, you could go pull a free potion out of your PC, but the PC in my room didn't work that way, so I couldn't actually do that. It would have just given me tips and stuff, so I guess we're just going to have to proceed on ahead with what we have and talk to Charon and Bianca. How about it, Levi? Do you want to compare which one of us has the most Pokemon with them? Yes! Wow, 3? That's awesome! Are you excited to have that many Pokemon with you? Incidentally, if you check your Pokedex, you will see how many Pokemon you found and how many you've caught. I'm off to Accumula Town. The professor is waiting. But I wanted to see how many you guys had. Oh, whatever. Cross transceiver is ringing. Pick it up. Hello, how is everybody doing? You and your Pokemon, you're getting along great now, right? Oh, Professor. Right now, I'm in front of Accumula Town's Pokemon Center. I'd like to show you around, so hurry on over, everyone. Okay, the Pokemon Center, right. Okay, see you. Well, I'm going on ahead. And I believe Charon is not going to meet us there, but Bianca should. So welcome to the first town, Accumula Town. Usually there is an obligatory kind of nothing town in almost every single game, and this is no exception. But at least we do get to learn a bit more about how these towns properly work. Ah, Levi, there you are. Traveling with your Pokemon is truly one of the joys of being a trainer. Please follow me. I'd like to show you the most important place for a trainer to know. And one thing that's really nice about Generation 5 is they actually merged the Pokemon Centers and the Pokemon Marts together. Don't you feel better as soon as you step through the door? Okay, let's start your tour. Oh, wait for me. A Pokemon Center is a truly incredible place. Do you know why? Because your Pokemon can be healed. And what's more, it's absolutely free. Pokemon Center is a trainer's best friend. Here, Levi, give it a try. You know what? I'm going to be honest. I don't see how this game is based off of America. If we're going to be healing Pokemon for absolutely free here, that's just not the America I know. Personally, I think I should be put into severe, just horrible medical debt every single time Okay, listen, I'm not the first person to make that joke, and I won't be the last. We've restored your Pokemon to full health. Hope to see you again. Thank you, Nurse Joy. Okay, now that your Pokemon have rested, I'll show you how to use the PC at the Pokemon Center. This is the PC. It's free for any trainer to use. You can store Pokemon in your PC boxes or select Pokemon stored in your PC boxes to take along with you. In addition, if you catch a new Pokemon while you have 6 Pokemon traveling with you, the Pokemon you just caught is sent automatically to the PC network. Surprising, isn't it? Amazing, even. Here's something else that's cool. If you select My PC, I'll evaluate the progress you've made on your Pokedex. Professor, it says someone's PC on the screen. Who is someone? Very good, Bianca. That's a great observation. Good question, and I'd like to say more, but for now, just ignore that and go ahead and use the PC. Someone is the person who made the Pokemon storage system. Someone I'm sure you'll meet someday. Okay, let's move on. Now this is the Pokemart. This is the place to buy useful items and sell the ones you don't need anymore. That gentleman over there will help you with a smile, so let's wrap this up. I've given you the basics of being a trainer. I'm going to head back to Accumula Town. One final thing, when you get to Striaton City, go and meet an inventor named Fennel. She's a friend of mine from long ago, and I'm sure she'll help you along your way. Best of luck. I hope that your journeys prove to be the adventure of a lifetime. Ooh, what should I buy? Potions and Pokeballs are definitely important. Thinking, well, we can take a look at the Pokemart and see what's available to us, but I honestly believe, yeah, Pokeballs and Potions are our only options. So I'm not going to buy any more Pokeballs. I think I am going to spend a little bit of money on Potions, though, because it's going to be nice to have some of those on hand going into the future routes. So the way the Pokemon Mart works is that the top trainer, or the top counter, I should say, the one furthest away from the entrance, is always going to have all of your basic necessities. It's the bottom one that's a bit more of a specialized. Now, oftentimes they will just have a lot of these mails. Mails are items that you can write messages in and attach them to Pokemon, basically for the purpose of sending a message when you trade a Pokemon with somebody. But aside from that, usually you'll find like specialty Pokeballs in here, and occasionally this is where you can buy TMs and HMs, or well, not HMs, but TMs, depending on the town that you're in. By the way, with the mail system, don't think you can get all cheeky with it and stuff like that. Game Freak set it up in such a way that you can only use preset words. So yeah, no sending super vulgar things to your friends and anything. That's not how that works. Now, really quickly, I want to address the PC here before we leave the Pokemon Mart and the Poke Center. So we got someone's PC, we got Levi's PC, and we got Professor's PC. Let's take a look at this PC. Access Levi's PC. Up to 20 pieces of mail can be stored. Now, I'm drawing attention to this because in all the previous games, the trainer's PC was for storing items in. In this game, there is no bag limit, so you don't really need to have a place to store your items. You've got all the space in the world. Now, this is both a good and a bad thing. It's a good thing because, yes, you can keep all your items on hand. You never have to worry about running out of space. That's great. It's a bad thing because there are so many items up to this point in the game that even if you have a proper way of sorting through things, it gets really bloated in there, and you're going to be using your stylus to navigate through a lot more than you will with things like the D-pad. Otherwise, it takes forever to scroll through all your items. Sounds like something's going on in the plaza. Let's have a little look-see. Okay, what's going on over here? What's up, Charon? Levi, come here a sec. I'm here. Who are these people, these sockheads? My name is Getsis. I am here representing Team Plasma. Today, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to talk to you about Pokemon Liberation. I'm sure most of you believe that we humans and Pokemon are partners that have come to live together because we want and need each other. However, is that really the truth? Have you ever considered that perhaps we humans only assume that this is the truth? Pokemon are subject to the selfish commands of trainers. They get pushed around when they are our partners at work. Can anyone say with confidence that there is no truth to what I'm saying? I don't know. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Pokemon are different from humans. They are living beings that contain unknown potential. They are living beings from whom we humans have much to learn. Tell me, what is our responsibility toward these wonderful beings called Pokemon? Liberation? That's right, we must liberate the Pokemon. Then and only then will humans and Pokemon truly be equals. Everyone, I end my words today here by imploring you to consider the relationship between people and Pokemon and the correct way to respond. We sincerely appreciate your attention. This message has been sponsored by McDonald's. No, okay, I'm gonna stop. Anyway, off the sockheads go and their green-haired fellow. Very, very strange. About that speech, what do you think we should do? Liberate Pokemon? That's not even possible. Your Pokemon. Just now it was saying, slow down, you talk too fast. And what's this about Pokemon talking? That's an odd thing to say. Yes, they're talking. Oh, then you two can't hear it either. How sad. My name is N. My name is Charon, and this is Levi. We were asked to complete the Pokedex, and we just left on our journey. My main goal is to become the champion, though. The Pokedex, eh? So, you're going to confine many Pokemon and Pokeballs for that, then. I'm a trainer too, but I can't help wondering, are Pokemon really happy that way? Well, Levi, is it? Let me hear your Pokemon's voice again. And we're battling some stranger in the middle of the square. Okay, sir. Hello, N. Let's do this thing. So he's going to be sending out a Purloin to start things off here, and this Purloin is at the same level as Arthur at the moment. This is why you want to push Arthur just a little bit over the threshold before you actually get in here. I'm actually going to start things off here with a Leer. This Purloin is going to be faster, but I'm not too worried about its attacks because Purloin is a pure dark type. It has no normal typing to speak of, which means that it does not get any same type attack bonuses from its little scratch moves. So we should be able to catch up to it no problem by using Vine Whip over and over. Honestly, I'm probably just going to use it twice and then use a Tackle so that I have an excuse not to... Well, I'm probably going to end up hitting the Pokemon Center regardless before I leave town, but... Yeah, we got a critical hit, so just 2 hits, not too bad, and Arthur gets enough experience to push him to level 8. There we go, and then some. Wow. I never expected to hear Pokemon say such things. As long as Pokemon are confined in Pokeballs, Pokemon will never become perfect beings. I have to change the world for Pokemon because they're my friends. Huh. Strange guy. But I'm not going to worry about it. Trainers and Pokemon help each other out. Listen, I'm going on ahead. I want to battle the gym leader in the next town, Striaton City. Aim to battle the gym leader after gym leader. The best way for a trainer to become stronger is to challenge the gym leaders in each area. Well, you go and do that, Charon, but I'm going to have a look around Accumula Town just a little bit longer before I call this an episode. Now, one thing I want to draw to your attention right off the bat, aside from those items out there, is the music. I love this game's soundtrack. I think it is, at least from an overall standpoint, the best in the entire series. There's one particular song I'm not a huge fan of that does play a lot, but that we'll talk about a little bit later. And it's not even the song itself, but it's actually just a particular portion of the song. Aside from that, the soundtrack is amazing. But what I really love that they do is this. You'll see this in a few towns along the way. So let's head on in here, and let's start by talking to this girl right here. Shall I play my favorite tune? Yes! Hee hee, please listen to my music. So you notice they layer a little bit of a piano track on top of all this, but hold on, it can get better. Now let's talk to this guy. Do you want to listen to my drum? Yes! My heart. As long as my heart beats, I will keep on drumming. This was already a good song, but it just gets so much better when they layer all the instrument tracks on top of it. I love that. What a cool little thing that nobody would ever notice unless they actually went searching for it. It's not practical. It's not like it gives you an item or anything. It just makes what's already a good song even better. And you'll notice this again, like I said, in multiple places throughout the game. I'm going to be trying to point out all of these musicians as we come across them. But, figured I'd let you guys all kind of enjoy this. You'll get to enjoy more as we go through the outro. But the last thing that I want to do is actually in this house right here. At least I believe it's this house. I'm actually going to head on upstairs. And there's a guy we can talk to right over here by the Pat Rat. This is a Pokeball I got in the past, so I'm going to give it to you. And we just get a free Pokeball. I mean, it's an item, so want to take it. Can't catch a Pokemon if you don't have a Pokeball. There are many types of Pokeballs. Use the best one for the job. And that is why I didn't buy any at the Pokemon. What about your daughter? Hi, let's play Pokemon Rock, Paper, Scissors. Okay. Ooh, we're going the Fire, Grass, Water route, huh? Well, I picked Snivy, so I got to be loyal and pick Grass. Your Pokemon is Grass type and mine is Water type. Water type is weak against Grass type, so I lose. Oh, gosh, I didn't mean to make her, like, sad. Oh, sorry. It's just Rock, Paper, Scissors, girl. You don't need it. It's not the end of the world. Anyways, yeah, little free item that you can get in there. Nothing really more to write home about here in this town, but aside from that, I feel like we've accomplished everything we needed to today. We got a look at the Pokemon Center. We did a little bit of a tutorial run around with Professor Juniper. We met these Team Plasma guys. Accumula Town doesn't have a lot going for it, but it was enough to satisfy me in this episode. Guys, that's going to be it for this one. Thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed it very, very much. In the next episode, we're going to be heading out on to the next route where another new Pokemon is obtainable for us to catch, making our way off to Striaton City, the home of the very first gym. So with all that said, I will see you all in the next one.